Ray DeVito, open micer. Next question.
Bill Maher in Phoenix. That day.
Right. You tell the story. It's amazing.
It was. I was touring with Andrew, and
You just set it up?
yeah, of course.
I love this.
All right. So when Billy M had the show on regular network, I think it was ABC, politically
incorrect.
Okay. So whenever I needed to be on the show, he put me on the show. Oh, I just thought of an episode where I talk about you. You were in the space rocket.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd come out there, I'd hug him. Like, I'm just really entertaining him. Don Jameson and Jim Florentine. I'm going, you got to watch what I did for you, you know. I come out in a long leather. I hug Bill. I don't even let him go. And there was some senator on there, whatever. But
And you were talking about spaceships. You kept calling them. They go up in space rocket. And he said something about the guy's name was John Norton. And Bill Maher goes, John Norton? You sounded really ill-informed.
you know, and then I was fighting with the girl Kennedy, you know, when I told her when I'm doing this and dancing like this, and I yelled at the senator. There was an actual senator there or something. I told him keep his mouth shut, you know, when I'm talking, you know. And
Jesus Christ.
so anyway, because Bill would always put me on when I was going on the road or something to promote, he'd always have me. So now I'm going back. This is when we did the Garden in 2000.
That's right.
So I call up Bill, and I go, look, you're a great guy. You always put me on. I go, how would you like to do the Garden with me? You know? And he goes, what do you mean? I'm not an opening act. It gets to I go, no, I have Jim Norton's doing it with me, but when are you going to do the Garden? Nobody's doing those things. You know? I said, this is when you guys brought me on that time.
It was huge.
And I said, we'll co-headline, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to be the nicest guy in the world.
You are.
And just like pay you back and give you this show. I go, we'll split the money. I don't even care. It was mostly sold out already. I didn't even give a shit. Just, you know, let this guy do it with you. Because when he would do shows, specials on HBO, they were filthy. So I thought he would be great. Okay. So it comes down and he goes, let's find somewhere. He was afraid to do it. That's the bottom line. He was shitting in his fucking pants.
Shit.
That's the beauty of him.
He
didn't question it.
Right.
He didn't fucking question it. Norton just came out and killed that night.
Yep.
The bottom line is, he goes, let's find another place. So I picked Phoenix. It's like Westbury, Theater in the Round.
Yep.
Okay, 2 days before the show, his people call up my agent, Dennis Offer at the time, and they go, we feel that Bill should close the show. You know, and Dennis calls me about it. And I go, let him close. I go, all these fucking guys.
God.
I go, they really don't understand. I go, it's one thing to go on in front of me. Yeah. You really want to follow this? I said, fine. I feel no pressure. I'll go on right after Norton. And I had one of my greatest shows there because I didn't have to peak it.
Right.
Okay, now you take it from there. So now there's a little intermission. Go ahead.
Well, I did 15 up front.
Microphones.
Nobody knew me. Great show. And I bring you on. And I remember you kept it short. You did an hour and 6 in the middle. An hour, but it was your crowd. I mean,
they were there to see me.
Of course,
They didn't give a fuck about Maher.
Yeah, he wasn't being a dick.
2 hours and 6.
We all knew it was
to see Dice.
They wanted to see Dice, and beforehand you had said like he shouldn't do this. Like Billy is sure.
Oh, you just know.
I'm downstairs while Dice upstairs. It was fucking. The place was moving. It was, and Bill is got a fucking. A music stand in the dressing room, and he feels he was drinking a little bit, and he was walking back and forth in his dressing room looking at his music stand. And I remember Hugh Downs from 2020 showed up.
Wrote it up.
Did he write it up?
Really?
He wrote a great thing about me, about my constituents.
Oh, okay. Move closer.
We'll go with it.
He didn't put Maher in the interview because Maher completely failed.
Yeah.
But after Dice came off, Dice, there was an intermission, and you said to me, "I'm going to bring Bill on," because he wanted Bill to do well. You
help him out a little bit.
He wanted to help him out.
Don't fucking kill this guy, right?
Let them drink, and Dice put on his street clothes. You got out of your work clothes. You put
music stand goes on the stage with his notes.
Oh my God!
You know, I'm looking like, are you fucking?
Hey, Chopin.
So Go ahead.
And you gave him a great intro. This guy puts me on TV. Nobody else will. He's a good friend. Like, you gave him a great intro. It was obvious that you liked him and that you respected him. And they gave Bill a nice hand, and he went out. And I think there was few people, 150, 200 people, yelling nasty shit.
Froze. No, they started yelling because what happened when he came out, he didn't go into it. He got afraid, and he really froze, like he didn't talk.
He tried to calm them, and it will work sometimes. When you try to calm somebody by your presence.
And then they started yelling at him like, fuck you.
Once a couple start, you let a couple loose, that's it. They're all out of the cage.
5 or 6 minutes later, Bill's off stage. It's a pandemonium upstairs.
6 minutes.
Maybe. And I thought, I was like, that's fucking 5 times as long as I would have lasted with that screaming.
He literally walked off the stage.
Comes down, slams his dressing room door.
He was upset. And I remember the promoter was worried about losing money.
And he's Zalisco.
Oh, yeah, he was panicking.
Was he doing political, or was it even longer?
No, he just...
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, just his acting.
Nobody knows.
5 minutes.
Yeah, who could hear over the
Danny Zalisco, the promoter. Danny Zalisco, the promoter, comes over to me and he goes, look, Dice, I don't want to give back these people's money. He's got to go back up there. So I go into his dressing room, and now he's just getting stoned. He's downing Jack Daniels like it's fucking water, you know. So you're going to take him upstairs. I'll never forget this, you know, because I really wanted to bash his fucking face in when he said this to me, you know, because he's going up the steps, and I go, rock and roll, Bill.
Oh,
you know. And he goes, I'm a fucking monologist.
Yep.
You know.
I still remember that.
And I'm like, well, what am I? You know. Because I'm in a leather jacket, you know.
Oh, God.
But I didn't get, after he said that, I didn't give a fuck, right? Goes back on and very weak, does about 20 more minutes.
He did about 30, actually. He did.
We wanted to steal the tape.
Oh, no shit.
He ran from the stage to grab the video.
I bet he did.
You know. Well, now you might know why you've never seen me on his HBO show, which I actually like, called
Real Time.
Politically.
No,
You
real
didn't
time.
walk into
Correct
that dressing room after and go, I told you.
No, I
Fucking
figured
told
take the
you.
high road.
Yeah.
We went for
Nicest
dinner
guy in the
together,
world.
and
Nice
he
guy.
kept saying
Nice guy in the
how
world.
how he did, and I just shut up because I wanted to bury him.
Of
You
course.
know, and I'm like, you know, you just can't be nice to these
But
motherfuckers.
that bugged him even more. It's like,
Who the
why isn't he
fuck would
fucking
turn
ripping me
down the
apart?
guard?
Because the crowd
He feels
did it
sorry
for me.
Fuck. He's not giving me shit because he feels sorry for me.
But you know what? I like his show on HBO. You know, that's what he should be doing. He should never,
Yeah.
you know, do a live show or, you know.
I respected him for going back up, though. Like, the fact that he did, I was like, you know what? And he got some laugh, and I was like, you know what? That's a fucking... I would not have been able to go back up. So he did go back up. And they, you know, they threw a few people out. They arrested a few people. It was crazy. They did. The cops came in, and they arrested him.
They arrested
I've seen it. I've
What's
seen it.
interesting, though, is he doesn't use an opener.
Who, Bill?
Yeah.
He's a monologist.
When he does a live show, he's a different comic.
Yeah.
You know, he's not the politically correct guy when he does live.
I think he's a funny comic, too. He
is funny,
He
yeah.
should have been on second. He would have murdered. Yeah.
Why do you think I wanted him to do it with me? I knew the kind of comedy he did.
Yeah.
But he I was crawling on the floor that night like I'm banging a chair. I went because I had zero pressure to peak the room.
Right.
And Phil
fucking job.
Donahue, whatever his name is, was
I'm
there.
sure it was Phil
Donahue.
Donahue.
Who'd you
I
say
hope it was
there?
Phil.
Hugh Downs.
There with that girl. What's her name? Marlo
Downs.
Thomas is his wife, right?
Who?
Phil Donahue.
It was Hugh Downs.
Newsman. That
Oh.
The newsman. It was Hugh Downs.
the guy from CNN, whatever he did before.
I thought when you said
2020.
I thought when you said you Downs, it was what everyone was saying to Bill Maher.
Follow history like him.
Yeah, it was Hugh Downs.
Archaeology's a thing.
It's hard to speak, Dice. It's
2020.
hard to speak.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the other guy with the white hair, Phil Donahue.
Yeah, no.
No.
He wasn't there at all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the guy you said. What's
Hugh
his name?
Downs,
Hugh
yeah.
Downs.
Downs. And he did a
But he
complimentary
did like
piece on.
this giant piece.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
how, like that I do what I'm supposed to do for the people that come to see me.
Yeah.
You know, but he was only there because of Billy Maher.
And he never mentioned Maher.
Never mentioned him because he saw what happened. The guy got destroyed.
I love
Yeah.
it. That's
We
hilarious.
took him, we got a mistake, and we got rid of him. Fuck him too.